Alright guys, welcome back to another episode of Timcraft. In today's episode, I'm going to be focusing on improving the area around the coliseum. I know last episode I talked about focusing on the coliseum itself, but I think that improving the area around it, at least for now, is the best course of action. Just because I talked about I like, building up the surrounding areas and stuff like that in order to have the whole conglomerate tell the story of the base. I figure that building a little bit around it first would be better and ultimately a better influence, since I don't quite know how to finish it, if we're being honest, and seeing how it fits into the general landscape would help me for that last bit of inspiration that I really need. Builder's block, if you call it. But I was going to focus today on the walls, as you can see showcased here. I've been building these all around. I did a little bit of a feature of them in the first episode, I think, where I co-opted them from a design I found on Reddit. But I'm going to have them wrap around the entirety of my base. I want to emulate the farm design that I have kind of going on to the west. You can see it here, and I want to do something similar over here. There's a lot more room to play with, especially since everything's already been logged for me. This actually used to be a different player's base, and he started setting up camp, and he didn't actually realize that I was, less than 100 blocks from him. But he decided to not play after a little bit. That's okay. Like I said, players come and go. But since it was so close to me, I just decided to cede the territory to myself, and do what I want with it. He built these giant walls that surrounded the entirety of it, so I've been slowly knocking them down, and it's actually great because it's been multiple shulker boxes worth of supplies, particularly since I don't have a super smelter set up yet. Still working on it. But before I get started, I need to run out and get some resources. One of the individuals on the server, Blaine, built a tree farm for me in exchange that I give him 2 nether stars. And so, since I need wood, we're going to head over there right now. Here's Blaine's industrial area. It's a little decimated. But if we fly on out to the tree farm, I got told that it got damaged. So I'm a little bit scared to see what's going on. Okay, that's what got damaged. Because he built the tree farm, and then I built a simple hopper clock detection whatever circuit. Thankfully most of the stuff's still here, and we don't have to deal with any cleaning up. It's a little irksome, but it shouldn't be too difficult to fix. It was literally 2 comparators and 2 redstone dust, and I can call it quits. But yeah, this definitely needs to be repaired. I'm not actually sure if a player caused it, because I've been out and about, doing my own thing, and I've come and I've seen explosions, new ones, even though nobody was there to activate it. I got told by another player, I don't remember who, Ethan I think, that it could be caused by creepers and skeletons, but I'm not sure how that would function, unless a player is in line of the sight of the skeleton and there's a creeper in the way too, to cause it, to cause the creeper to get aggroed at the skeleton. But I don't think that's how it works, and I'm a little weirded out by, I gotta fix that. But now that we got the supplies, let's go. I actually did a little bit of mining on camera in order to test how mining would look with time lapses. And there's actually a pretty fun play you saw with me getting attacked by an enderman. I'll make sure to slow it down so it's visible. But I specifically went out to get andesite for this project, and while I was there I picked up a little bit of extra goodies, which is not bad. But yeah, the building can commence. So, it seems like I might have underestimated how much stone it was going to take to finish this, which is weird, because I've, built a lot of these. This is about half of a shulker box, and I'd say I have roughly 3/4 left to go. And I'm not currently in a position to smelt that much stone, especially on a little bit of a time crunch that I have. So until the super smelter gets rebuilt, I'm just gonna have to postpone the rest of this construction. Hopefully the next episode I should be working on the super smelter, but understanding some of the redstone mechanics has been a little bit weird. I've been in a bit of a technical binge recently with me automating the backup scripts for the server and finalizing some bash scripting that I've been doing, which it's getting myself in the right mindset, but until I really sit down and properly build up the super smelter, this is probably going to have to go on hold. Though I will say, just from this little snippet, it's already looking pretty good. But yeah, since I mentioned talking about that mining time lapse, I'm gonna go ahead and throw it up here. So, in a similar style to what Mumbo Jumbo does, I'm gonna try to offer some commentary over the time lapse, a little bit of background music to set the mood. But for the most part, the main focal point will be my voice, and it's an opportunity for me to reach out for engagement and talk about what I really want to do. One thing that I was really just wondering was, what type of audience do I want to target with the channel, and how do I want to see it grow? I'm not planning on making a lot of money, if any money, off of this channel. I don't really want to, because I don't want to turn it into a job. I know that a lot of people are able to do that, but I don't really think that I would be able to make that separation personally. And since Minecraft is something that I really, really enjoy, the main focus point of the channel isn't gonna be, to make money. It's gonna be to have fun. And in that regard, since my goal isn't maximizing views, I really am able to be a bit more nitpicky with my audience, and I've just been thinking about what kind of audience I want to attract to my channel. And I've kind of been thinking, roughly 16 and up, just to throw out an age group. Basically, I want a more mature audience. Not that there aren't, people under 16 who aren't mature, but ultimately what it comes down to is, you look at a lot of big Minecraft YouTubers and you see their comment sections, and a lot of it's spam, a lot of it's just not very engaging, right? And I want to foster a community of somewhat like-minded people. Obviously, I don't want to get myself into a bubble, but I want to get myself into a sphere of influence where I can regularly interact and talk to the people involved in the process. And one of the ways that I can do that is by targeting that older group. So I might try and keep thumbnails less flashy compared to other people, but I think that that's a fair goal. Obviously, time will tell, and if I even continue doing this, since this is just something I'm doing, at midnight in my room. But yeah, I really do hope to see the channel grow and hopefully take root well within the audience that I intend for. But if another group decides that they like the content, I'm 100% welcoming of them. That for the rest of the time lapse here on out, I'd say this is gonna be it. Also, here's that cool enderman save.
No idea. Well, I think I've probably been bamboozling Impulse more than enough. I've been adding some small little things here and there that are basically just red herrings. I don't think he's found all of them. He's already found some of the ones that I've put here. I put like a sign saying bamboozled over here, and there's one around the corner here as well, which is a pesky bird. I guess there is something in here. So I'm just going to keep taunting him with loads of fake little additions to his base. And I'm pretty sure that he's not going to find my secret base in here anytime soon. This one has officially been deserted. It is not the real base, and it was never intended to be. It was a 156 IQ play. That's what I'm going to call it.
If you've made it this far, congrats! Welcome to the end of the video. as always, this is kind of cliche in these videos. If you really like the content, subscribe, share, like it. You know, I'm a new channel, and any opportunity for growth and engagement is good for me, and hopefully you. I hope you guys enjoy it. But yeah, goodbye for now.